Hello and welcome to my predictions video for AEW Fyter Fest Night 2, which is taking place tonight. So I'm going to go through, same as I did last week, go through all the matches in approximate what I'm expecting the order to be. Well, not what I'm expecting the order to be. More just in the order it's in on Wikipedia, to be honest, and letting you know who I think is going to win and just what my thought process is behind that. So feel free to let me know in the comments what your thoughts are, either ahead of time, just let me know who you think is going to win, or you could respond directly to some of the things I say in the video. Either way, let's have a discussion about it, shall we? That'll be fun. So I'm going to start, I'm just going to work my way down Wikipedia. I think last time I did it bottom to top, but this time I'm guessing the tag titles is going to main event again, either that or the 8-man tag. So they're at the bottom of the Wikipedia list. So I'm going to start at the top and work down. And we're starting with Chris Jericho versus Orange Cassidy. My first prediction of the night is that this is going to be amazing. I just think this is going to be great. Orange Cassidy, I loved his gimmick, but I'd never really seen him actually work a match. And I think the first proper match I saw him work was against Pac. And that's me sold. I was already a fan of the gimmick, but that's me sold because he can switch it on, and he's still playing to his gimmick throughout the match. But he knows when to turn the pace up and wrestle a bit more seriously, and when to go back to the gimmicky stuff. Brilliant, and I think he's going to mesh really well with Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho will know exactly what to do with Orange Cassidy, same as Pac did, and it's going to be a lot of fun. As for the winner, Jericho. Surely. It doesn't hurt Orange Cassidy to lose matches at all. Does not hurt him. Never will. And unless they've got something big planned for either Jericho, some sort of losing streak gimmick, or something planned for Orange Cassidy, ain't no way Jericho's losing this match. So, Jericho to win. Easy. Next match might be even easier. Might be even less in question. Lance Archer versus Joey Janela. Lance Archer's winning. The end. I don't know what else to add to this. Lance Archer's great fun. I loved him in New Japan. I'm loving him in AEW. He took that big loss to Cody. They keep doing that. They keep bringing people in really hot, and then the first really big challenge match they lose. And they need to get out of that sort of repetitive booking pattern, if anything. I don't think it's necessarily benefited any of them either, but they're definitely in a rebuilding phase with Lance Archer, picking up wins. This will be a fairly convincing win. I expect them to let Joey Janela put up a bit of a fight, but it's going to be a convincing win. The next match is Nyla Rose versus TBA. Now, I did explain in last week's predictions video that I've not been keeping fully up to date with wrestling this last month or so. So I don't know if there's anyone lined up that Nyla Rose has beef with. I know Chris Statlander was injured. Was she injured in a match with Nyla Rose? Are they twisting that to be an issue? Nyla injured Statlander, maybe? I don't know. I don't know what the status is of Statlander. I think I remember hearing that she was injured, but not knowing. I don't know the extent of the injury. I don't know the return date. I don't know the nature of the injury, how it came about, how they're saying it came about, because they can be two different things in wrestling. But I'm just going to go out on a limb and say Chris Statlander will be the opponent and will win. So I don't think many mystery opponents. Well, actually, no, I don't see why it would be a mystery opponent if it's not going to win. It's either going to be a big debut. It could be, what's her name? The one that Impact have just let go. That was world champion, men's world champion. What's her name? Oh, I'm drawing a complete blank. I know her name. Tessa Blanchard. Her dad is in the company. Is he a dad? I think he's a dad, Tully. I think she's just straight up daughter of Tully, right? So her dad's about. No, yeah, I'm going to change my pick. I'm going to... Oh, no, would she come into a company like AEW with all the stank on her at the moment? Especially as a face. I don't... Oof. They've already got a bit of stank on them with Sammy Guevara at the moment. Oh, do I go with Tessa Blanchard or do I go with Chris Statlander? I'm going to stick with my guns and say Statlander to win, but it could just as well be Blanchard to win. And in the review, I will be saying, should I pick Blanchard? Anyway, next match is one I don't fully understand. Colt Cabana and the Dark Order, who will be represented by Brody Lee and Steve Grayson, are taking on SoCal Uncensored. All three of them. Christopher Daniels, Kazarian and Scorpio Sky. What's the deal with Colt Cabana being with the Dark Order? I'm looking forward to the video package for this, just so I get filled in on how he's somehow on their team now. Has he like turned heel, or is it some sort of unwilling member kind of situation like John Cena in the Nexus, or that sort of deal? Like, I'm not sure what's going on with that. If it's that kind of deal, I can see SoCal Uncensored winning and Steve Grayson probably taking the loss, and it probably being thanks to Colt Cabana. If not, the Dark Order kind of needs building back up after Brodie debuted, got slingshotted into a world title program with Jon Moxley and promptly lost. Put up a good display but lost. So I'm a bit torn on this one. It's basically because I don't know the nature of Colt Cabana and his involvement. So I can't picture Colt Cabana heel. So I feel like he's an unwilling member. So I'm going to go with SoCal Uncensored to win. Probably pick up the win on Stu Grayson, thanks to Colt Cabana doing something accidentally on purpose, or maybe just straight up on purpose. Who knows? Either that, or he has turned heel, quote unquote, but he's then going to turn face on them straight away or something. I don't know. I'm gonna go with that. I'm gonna go with SoCal Uncensored to win that match. That's quite a contentious one for me. That one. Next match, not so much. We've got FTR, which they're now called Cash Wheeler and Dax Harwood. And let me tell you, for no good reason whatsoever, it took me ages to remember which one was Scott Dawson and which one was the other one, because I'd have forgotten his name. Wow. Dash Wilder. And now, one of them rhymes with Dash, and one of them starts with the same two letters of Dash. And I don't know which one's which again out of those. But anyway, FTR and the Young Bucks against Butcher and the Blade and the Lucha Brothers. I feel like this is, like, I know they're building tension between FTR and the Elite, but they also play off the wins and losses matter thing, and those two teams both need to be near the tag title picture and high up on the rankings, I feel. So, especially FTR, they seem like they're on a collision course with the champs. So, on that basis, I'm actually going to pick them to win with some tension, and then the post-match will be where they square up. Well, they might square up during the match, but they'll end up working together, maybe trying to outdo each other a bit. They'll pick up the win, and then the real sort of showdown will happen after the match, is my prediction. So yeah, FTR and the Young Bucks to win that match. I feel like the Butcher and the Blade have no business beating that 4-man team, no matter who they're teamed with. And Lucha Brothers are booked up and down. They're not dominant or anything. So yeah, I think FTR and Young Bucks pick up the win there, just to go on the records, basically, because this is AEW. And finally, the new main event, as the Moxley-Brian Cage match has been moved due to Renee Young's coronavirus diagnosis, that's the word. So now we're having another tag team title match between Private Party, who won last week and apparently earned this right, which was probably pretty much shot through the headsets to the announcers on the fly. They were challenging Kenny Omega and Adam Page. I said in my review, I think, last week, I don't really get Private Party. Like, I don't get excited for them. They do some exciting moves. I get excited when they're in the air, but when they're on the floor actually wrestling, I don't really care about them. And I sort of stand by that. I don't think they're ready for the tag titles right at this moment. I also feel like the big tag title match at the moment is Omega and Page against FTR. So let's keep building to that. Omega and Page to retain the titles. And if we don't get the square up after the 8-man tag, we'll get it after this one. So yeah, they are my predictions. Got them done nice and quickly. No reason to drag it out any longer than it has to be. So I will just recap though, because I sort of waffled. I'll just do who I think is going to win. I think Jericho's going to beat Orange Cassidy. I think Lance Archer is going to beat Joey Janela. I think Chris Statlander, or maybe Tessa Blanchard, but my official guess is Chris Statlander, is going to beat Nyla Rose. I think SoCal Uncensored are going to beat the Dark Order and Colt Cabana. I think FTR and the Young Bucks are going to beat the Butcher and the Blade and the Lucha Brothers. And I think Omega and Page are going to retain the tag titles by beating Private Party. Let me know in the comments what you agree with, what you disagree with, and why. Leave a like if you enjoyed this video, and subscribe so you can hear my review on this show. Also, check out my NXT predictions if you're also interested in Night 2 of NXT's Great American Bash. I know some people are fiercely loyal to one brand or the other. Both give me something different. I enjoy both, so I will predict and review both quite happily. So yeah, let me know. Not let me know. Go over and check that out if NXT also butters your pancakes, or whatever the expression is. Butters your parsnips. Don't forget to share with your friends if you think they would enjoy it or they'd like to contribute to the conversation. They have a vastly different opinion to me, or they reinforce my opinion, and it'll be good for them to hear it again. I don't know. Just tell your friends about this video if they're into AEW. Don't forget to check the description as well for my other channels, my social media, and my Patreon, where you can support me for just $1 per calendar month, and it'd be greatly appreciated. But for now, all I have left to say is thank you very much for watching. As always, I've been Ibiza, you've been amazing, and I will see you next time.